baby. Oh, baby. Content gods. Content gods, are you ready? Today, ladies and gentlemen, in the bedroom, in the content crib, we are shooting Groupisode 4 with visual content creators Tyler Babin, Mitchell Mullins, and Zack Kravits. 3 previous guests of the podcast. This has been something that I've been wanting to do, doing more of these Groupisodes where essentially I bring in previous guests, I sit them down, and we talk about something specific within their industry. Today is going to be an epic podcast. We have completely transformed the bedroom. I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. Come on with me. Come on with me. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We literally had to flip up the bed for this one. We got to give a quick shout out to the previous guests. We have Tyler Babin coming in today. Previously worked for Gary Vee. Now he is a Adobe Creative Resident. We have my man Mitchell Mullins, who was episode 115. World traveler, content creator, absolutely crushing it. And then most recently, my man Zack Kravits down here below. He's teaching, he's a filmmaker as well, but he's also teaching artists how to become full-time creatives. So, this is the setup.
These tears will rain, fall down. You call my name, all I need.
Got Tyler Babin, who's going to be sitting right here. We got Zack Kravits, who's going to be to the left of him. I know these guys are familiar with each other, so I don't want them sitting from across. And we got my man Mitchell Mullins sitting right next to the bearded man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Groupisode 4. Coming back already. The Mullins in the building. Yeah. Brother? So good. Yeah, you're back. You're in Turkey at the same time. Yeah, just different parts. Different looks. Back in the house. What's up, boys? Let's go. Dude. Let's go. Yeah. Dude, we got a lot of energy in this room. Yeah. A lot of energy in this house. We're done here.
Yeah. See ya, Bobby.
Truthfully, we'd rather that happen now than later.
Yeah, for real.
I know. Exactly. Oh, there is.
I hope he falls back in this podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Purpose in the Youth podcast with your favorite bearded man, the one, the only Bobbbaaaay. Today in the house, Groupisode 4. Mitchell Mullins, Tyler Babin, Zack Kravits. Can we do a little? Whoa!
Hey, that was wild.
Mitchell broke his chair right before we started this podcast, so that already gives us an idea of how this podcast is going to roll.
It's a nice start.
It's a great start. I'm glad to have all of you here today. This is going to be an iconic podcast that we're going to look back on in probably 3 and 5 years from now.
The question of what if, like, I never want to ask myself what if.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it the other day. Like, if I had never moved to New York and had never gotten the job with Gary, and then, like, everything that's happened since, and I was, like, still sitting in, like, my cubicle job in Florida, and was, like, still thinking, like, oh, what if I do it? What if I just move to New York and see what happens? Like, I never want to be in that
Because I
position.
think that sparks a lot, like, going back to, like, dropping out of college or anything. Like, I remember sitting there being like, okay, what if I did do this and take action on it now? And that scared me more than anything. Was just like, well, shoot, do I want to be in my 20s in a totally different position and be like, what if? What if I had done this? What if I had done this?
When you're scrolling through Instagram, you're seeing a lot of stuff that doesn't necessarily inspire you, and it can mold your work in a way that you don't want it to, especially with Instagram. Like if you're trying to shoot a certain style, like a GQ cover magazine, like you're not going to see that on Instagram. You're going to see like the wide angle, like landscape shots, and it can start messing with your eye and your creative vision. So I think it's super important to just follow and study the content that really inspires you, and make sure you're not like looking at a lot of other people's content.
Groupisode 4, boys. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming through the content crib. We made it. We'll catch you guys next time. See ya!
Peace. I don't know. That was so whack.
Babin's leaving the content crib. Till next time, boys.
Later, boys.
else?
next time. Not safe.
See you tomorrow, buddy.
Probably.
I have nothing else to say besides that was high quality content. Probably the greatest group episode of all time. Tyler Babin, Mitchell Mullins, Zack Kravits, 3 of the greatest visual content creators of 2019. And they came through to the Bed Rodeo with Bobbbaaaay. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Yeah.